Right.
We're good, we're live.
All right, so this year the budget vote will be held on Tuesday, May 16th. In addition to that, we have Board of Education election, which is obviously good. So this year we have two candidates running for two positions on the board, including Jessica DiFiore and Michelle Carpolo. And tonight we'll get to know each of the candidates. So to start, each candidate will be given 3 minutes to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for the Board of Education. And we'll start with Ms. DiFiore.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. Those of you live streaming at home, thank you also. And the people who will be watching it later tonight when they finally get a moment of peace, thank you for staying up late to commit to our kids' education. So I'm running for the school board, and I have so many cliches that are all applicable, but I truly believe in education. As I mentioned in my bio, my father was a preschool English teacher, so I've constantly been around education, and he really fostered a love of learning and education. I believe in that. I believe that knowledge is power, and I want to be part of the means to make sure that the kids get the best education they can get, that we support every student every day, and that I can be part of the decision-making team to help the staff and administration have all the kids reach their goals. So that's why I'm running.
And Ms. Carpolo.
Good evening, I'm Michelle Garfolo, and I would like to thank each of you for attending the Meet the Candidates this evening. As my children began their educational journey within the school district this year, I felt a deep passion toward community and philanthropic involvement. As a result, I have become a trustee within the Averill Park Education Foundation, as well as the co-vice president of the PTA at Posting Hill Elementary School. If you have read my bio, you can see that my dedication to community and education are embedded in me. I believe that the foundation to any great community is built upon the educational system that we provide our children. And within any great educational system, it is vital to maintain a strong work ethic while maintaining values and allowing our children to be children. My hope is to be of service to the Board of Education while representing moral and ethical principles and a continuous effort to further the district's mission, every student, every day.
You guys are great. You come close to the few minutes.
We know everybody has places to be.
For the next few questions, we're going to have a 2-minute time limit, which I don't think you guys have a problem with, but we'll switch the order for each of the questions so each get a chance to go first. The first question is, how would you balance the fiscal needs of the district with the financial interests of the Averill Park community? We'll start with Ms. Carpolo.
So I would evaluate the needs and the wants of the community. So what do we need to prioritize and review the pros and the cons before making any decision. I am a deliberative decision maker, so I would like to thoroughly review everything and then with the other board education members, make a decision then.
Ms. DiFiore.
I think it's great we have a lot of board members who have currently are very seasoned at being board members, so we can rely on them for assistance. And we also have the superintendent and the 2 assistant superintendents who work with these things. So I think that we would work with them to understand the financial needs of this, what needs are already being met and what needs we hope to be met that we can't currently fill. And then also, I think as part of the financial interests of the Averill Park community is just being available. You know, I think we're actually both out in the community doing the PTA, doing the Education Foundation, because we care about what's going on in the community and how we can balance both the community interests and the fiscal needs of the district, which I think a lot will be aligned. And then for those that aren't, none of us make those decisions individually. That's why we have a board. So we would take that back, discuss with other board members, and make the best decision we can to benefit everybody.
All right. So next question, Averill Park, as you can see even in this room, we have a very strong arts program. We have CTE, which a lot of schools don't have. A lot of different things that students can be involved in. So how would you balance the needs of student interests, such as academics, performing arts, athletics, CTE, and others? Steve,
How would I balance the needs of student interests? Well, unfortunately, obviously, as much as we want to give every student what they're most passionate about, we have to consider things such as the majority of students a lot of the time, and then also from time to time, make sure that where we have an opportunity to reach those kids that are maybe in the minority, we do that. I don't know that academics is a student interest so much as a necessity, but I think that that's why, I don't want to speak for Michelle, but that's why I'm running for the school board, is to make sure that we can support the students with the funds that we have available.
I would agree that there needs to be a strong balance between academics and performing arts and athletics. I believe that those particular interests teach students more than just academics can. Teamwork, team building, hard work, ethics. There's a lot of things other than just curriculum based. So I think they are vital, and I think that they definitely should be included and weighed out and discussed amongst the board.
Next question. The mental health and social emotional issues continue to be among the top priorities of school districts across the country. What can this district do to help students? Ms. McCullough?
So I saw on the video that Mr. Grancini just emailed out that we had a day for mental health awareness, and I think that that's great. I think that we should continue doing that. I think that there needs to be a strong focus on mental health awareness, and we need to teach our children to be confident and to feel trusted, to where they can get those resources and reach out and have advocates here for them to feel safe and secure in their environment and in their own skin.
I can't remember how long ago it was. There was some meeting last year. I think it might have been a presentation to the school board that I watched remotely, and it had the principals on it from all of those different schools. And they were talking about how all the studies show that socio-emotional learning is directly linked to the academic and overall well-being of the students in the district, but also nationally. So I think the district is already taking steps to work on that. I know there's the socio-emotional learning activities that they are implementing already. So what I think we should do, and what the district can do just to help the students, is to use those people who are here to improve the socio-emotional, mental health, all of that, the mental health of the students. They're the experts. So I think what the district can do is they can listen to the experts and support them in their recommendations for implementation of further activities to improve the mental health and the socio-emotional status of the kids.
Okay. Next question. Some school districts across the country recently eliminated honors and music classes in the name of equity. Would you support a similar change in our district?
No. I think that those are both important aspects of an education. And every student every day means we do the best we can to meet all the different students at all the different levels, those who maybe need extra support, as well as those who are maybe particularly advanced academically, and we would be doing a disservice. And also those who are musically talented. So no, I think that we would be doing those kids a disservice, and I would not support that change.
With the question as it stands, I would say no, given that direct information. I think that there would be conversations around that, but I absolutely do think that we need different levels of academic standards for our children, as well as I do think that music is just as important as any sport or athletic program.
Okay. Our last question is, the district's mission is to meet the needs of and create opportunities for every student every day. What does that mean to you as a potential member of the Board of Education? Let's go forward.
I think it's a great mission. I think every person has a purpose in this world. And I think that every child, student is unique. And I think that we need to work together for the common good. And I would love the opportunity to be a part of that process.
I try to follow along and watch as many of the meetings and the podcasts as I can. And I don't remember where I heard this term, but it was something I really liked. It was college and/or college/career ready. And I think that really supports this mission of meeting the needs of every and creating opportunities for every student every day. What does it mean to me as a potential board member? Not every kid is going to go on the fast track, all the honors, all the APs to the Ivy League and beyond. Not every kid is going to be interested in trade school, but there are going to be kids that want to do different things. Not every kid is going to be interested in art. Unfortunately, I don't have that skill, but I understand that other people do. And so as a member of the Board of Education, our job is to make sure that we can support all of the avenues that the kids want to learn, while also understanding that there's only a finite amount of monetary resources.
All right. So to wrap it up, we do a candidate wrap up where you can talk to people, tell them why they should vote for you, why you want to be a member of the board. Typically it's a 2-minute time limit, but we're 13 minutes in. So,
So we have 20 now.
And Ms. Rapoli, you can start.
So we can start again. I prepared it in advance. In closing tonight, I would like to thank everyone for taking time from their evening to be a part of this process. We're living in a wills-off world, and my hope is to be a light in our community by providing truth and transparency. All of our children are uniquely and wonderfully different. They're such blessings, all made in the same image. I would be honored to receive your vote next week in an effort to bring unity and a common ground for what is best for all students. We must choose our battles wisely and guard the good deposits in all of our students.
As I said when I started, I believe in education and I believe in supporting the educators and the administrative staff that provide it. What I do for a living and my job outside of the academic world is I'm a tax law judge. So what that means is I'm given a set of facts and I'm giving a set of statutes or regulations, and I have to look at everything and make the best decision. So that's something that I'm comfortable doing, and that's something that I would bring to the board. Basically reviewing all of the evidence before me, making the most informed decision. I mean, we can't make decisions without doing our research, doing all the homework. I research things to death. Anyone that knows me knows I'm constantly harassing people about, what do you think about this reading and, reading literacy and all. It's something that I spend a lot of my free time worrying about, thinking about, both for my kids, their friends, all of the district. So it's something that I would be honored to be a part of. And you would know that if you voted for me, you'd be voting for someone who would do my best to make sure that the kids are getting all the academic opportunities that they can. How we do?
Great. So for anybody watching at home, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. on May 16th is the vote in the auxiliary gymnasium. You can vote on the budget, the Board of Education election, and more. That's it.
You didn't introduce yourself, like you didn't say who you were.
Communications.